I'm going to show you two jazz bass licks that will enhance your chops on the electric bass. The first lick is, and by the way, these two licks I show you, you know, try to think of them less as, you know, at first they're just licks, but then when you start putting them in all 12 keys and you start really paying attention to what you're playing, you're going to learn different ways to approach notes, different ways of playing scales. So these are two really good examples of that. So the first one is in the key of G minor, and I'm going to start on my minor third. And by the way, this is going to use like G harmonic minor, so you know it's G natural minor scale, but your major 7. Then the other sound that is going to be prominent in this lick is the use of like the Phrygian scale, I guess you call it, the flat 2, so A flat. So here's the lick, G minor. Play down an octave. So here's the lick slow. B flat, D, A, C, B flat, chromatic, down to my flat 2, C, B flat, A flat, G, A flat, which is your 9, F sharp, major 7, A, back to G, F, minor 7, and you land on the 5th, which is D. You want to practice that in all 12 keys. Make sure you really have that under your fingers, and try and you know, play it a different way every time. Leave a note out. Start out on a different beat in the measure, you know, and just play around with it. Here's another lick. I think it's fun to play. Say we're in E flat major. Okay, you're gonna slide up to your 3rd by a half step. So the 3rd of E flat is G. So I'm gonna do F sharp to G. So that like slow. And here's a scale either. So you start and then the 3rd. So F sharp to G, up to B flat, which is your 5th, down to the 11, your 6th, chromatic, you can also do that same lick. Okay, so you're playing on E flat major, you're just starting at the 3rd, right? You can do that same lick in C minor. But just think of it, instead of starting on the 3rd, you're starting on the 5th, right? You're starting on the 5th of C minor. Whereas in E flat major, you're starting on the 3rd. Another cool way to play that, if you add a little chromaticism at the end. So the 5th chromatically down to the 3rd. practice that in all 12 keys too. And also, if you can, play the chord on your bass before you play it, so you're actually relating it to the chord and not just randomly playing a lick. So, for instance, right, B flat major, start on the third. Right? B flat. That's the same lick as if in G minor you're starting on the fifth. So practice everything in all 12 keys, and I promise that you're going to start approaching notes and thinking about scales totally different.